Link Underground Games welcomes you to the following presentation of the Breakaway Football League.
We're here today doing a Red Zone sample. This is the Stallions, which is the 2006 Peyton Manning Colts, who won the Super Bowl, versus the 2007 Patriots, the Minutemen. So this is a matchup that was pretty plausible. We have a few instances of this. And so the way this works is we've set up, we've put both of the helmets here. The Minutemen are at home, the Stallions are away. And we go through and look at the cards themselves. Down at the bottom where it says Omaha, Omaha, this is the Stallions special mechanism. It says place 2 tokens in the second quarter, and they get to rotate their card to the better play even on a defensive breakaway. Slide and stack rules apply, so if they end up not needing to rotate it, this would simply slide down like this. So this will be interesting because they get 2 Omaha tokens here, and they'll be able to slide them down. On the Minutemen side, they have, anytime they score a touchdown, they're going to draw and keep a game day card, and they're going to use the play event on the next available drive. So anytime they can, they're going to use it, and then they can use corner values in the fourth quarter. So that's sort of the way they break the rules. Also, they have a challenge flag because they are at home. The home team always gets a challenge flag. We also see the drive bonuses here. If we take a look, the Stallions run offense is a 3, and we'll compare that to the Minutemen run defense of 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, and that's why the drive bonus here. What you'll notice is that they have 0 pass bonus because their pass offense of 3 does not supersede the pass defense of 4 for the Minutemen. So the Minutemen have a better pass defense, but the Stallions have a great quarterback, so it usually evens out. On the other side, we have the run bonus here. The run offense for the Minutemen is a 2. We look at the Stallions run defense, it's also a 2, so of course that's going to be 2 minus 2 is 0. And then the Stallions pass defense is a 3, but the Minutemen pass offense is a 4. So 4 minus 3 will be 1, and so this is the drive bonus. These drive bonuses happen before you resolve the play, unless there's a defensive breakaway, and so we'll see how that works. All right, we're going to give this a quick shuffle, and we're going to give both of these a quick shuffle as well. And what we do now is we begin the game with a kickoff. We're going to have the away team begin. And so the kickoff is a 0. So that is a touchback. The ball will be here at the 15, and they're going in this direction towards the Minutemen end zone. They're going to come out with their very first play, which is ace doubles. And we rotate this to randomize which side of the card we end up seeing. And that is going to be a halfback trap, a finesse run. So the first drive is predominantly a running drive. The Minutemen are now going to roll, and what we do is we roll. This is ace doubles, and so when we look here, ace doubles requires 2 dice, and so I have some dice here. We're going to roll those, and the result is a 6. So we come over to the Minutemen side, and we look, 6 is a wide run of 2-2. So finesse run actually beats wide run. This is a breakaway for the offense. In red zone, all breakaways are touchdowns. And so we flip this over and we see that it would have been small in the hole, but they're just going to keep going and score the touchdown. So the Stallions are able to take advantage of the Minutemen being out of position and score that touchdown. We do now look at the game day card, the bottom right corner, to make sure that the kick is not blocked. So this is the extra point, which is good. And that means that we are 7-0. So the Stallions have taken an early lead, and we go grab a touchdown token and put it on the drive summary just like this to show that they've scored a touchdown. Now it's time for the Minutemen. So we'll move this to the discard, and the Minutemen get the ball. First thing we should do, though, is process the kick. So the kickoff is a 1, which again puts the ball here at the 15, and they are attacking the yellow end zone of the Stallions. So the Minutemen come out with their own run. They're going to do a power run of 2. And now we're going to roll. So we see that this is the slot form. And slot form is 2 dice. So we're going to roll 2 dice. That's 11. So 11 on the Stallion side is press, nickel press, which is a 1-4. So 1 against 2 right now, they are going to have a gain of 1. And we flip this over, and that's beast mode. So a gain of 1 for the card matchup, and then 1 for the card here leaves them at the 50. And so the drive stalls out at midfield. We do look, though, to see if the punt value is a 9, and it is. You see the punt value in the lower left is a 9. This means that the 3 that they're going to punt, because all punts are a value 3, would have been 1, 2, 3 into the end zone for a touchback. But here, because it matches 9, it's actually going to pin them deep right there. And so this really forces the Stallions to go one extra line on their next drive. So they're kind of stuck down at the 5, that kind of thing. Anyway, this goes up here, and we reflect the drive summary by putting a punt token here. And that tells us that the Minutemen have punted. And this is how the drive summary gets put together. Okay, next drive in the first quarter is the Stallions. They're going to come out in ace big, and they're running a long pass. They're running a long pass, which is a value of 6. And they don't have a drive bonus for this, so it's just going to be whatever they have. And it's out of their run heavy formation. And as you can see here, they're run heavy, ace big. You only roll 1 die. So the 1 die is a 1. The Minutemen are playing press coverage, long pass, defeats press. This is another breakaway. And so again, doesn't even matter what we pull. This is going to be a touchdown. Would have been offsides. They, of course, are going to decline the offsides penalty against the defense and take the big touchdown. And that is going to create another touchdown in the bottom right corner. We see it's not blocked. So that is going to be 14. And now the Stallions are really on a roll. So we've placed the second touchdown, and that makes it 14-0. Kickoff now, and it is a 1, so it'll come out to the 15, and that'll be first down for the Minutemen, who are coming out in a shotgun. And we randomize in the first half, but what happens in the second half is we actually have second half adjustments. The losing team always gets to pick the better play. So they're coming out with their stronger stuff in the second half. But right now, they are coming out with a short pass. And so short pass of 4, and they have the drive bonus of 1. So it's actually good when the Minutemen throw. They really want to rely on Tom Brady. So this is shotgun, and shotgun, of course, is going to be a 3-die roll. So we're going to roll here. And that is a 16. So 16 is dime zone, which is a 0-5. 5 is greater than 4, so that means that we're going to rely on this minimum gain of 1. Because it is not a breakaway, we start off by applying the drive bonus of 1, so they'll begin their drive here at the 35. Now we will draw, and it's a defensive instant replay. So we draw this, and we're going to pick the one that's better for the Stallions. Of course, this is the better one for the Stallions because it does not have any impact on this play. So they will gain 1 for the short pass. And now the drive again has stalled out at midfield. We look at the punt value here, and it's a 7, which does not match 9. And so the way we process that is all punts are 3, 1, 2, 3. It's in the end zone, comes back out to the 15, and that is first down. And we will put another token here to reflect the punt. So the Minutemen are in not great shape here. The Stallions have really jumped on top of them early. All right, so now we are into the second quarter, and they will get the better of the 2 plays. So in this instance, we have to decide which of these is better, because this is the Omaha token that they get to use. The 6 is probably better than the 3, even though the 3 has a drive bonus of 1. 3 and 1 is 4. X cross of 6, probably better. So we're going to leave it at 6, and that means that we're going to slide this down. And so now we're going to roll. We're going to roll 2 dice because it's ace doubles. And those 2 dice give us a 7. 7 on the Minutemen side is zone of 1, 3. So this is going to be a 6 on 3. No breakaway here and no drive bonus. Penalty, that is a false start. Can't decline. So the offense loses 1 line. They're going to replay the down. That means this goes back to here, which means they are now at risk of potentially giving up a safety. And they don't get to use that play again. And now we are again, they haven't used their token. So I guess we'll put this back because they haven't finished that drive yet. We'll come out in ace big and see if they can kind of get out from under that. And so here they have a choice between a medium pass and a short pass. Gosh, I don't know which one of these is better, the minimum gain or the longer one. I suppose the longer one is better. So we'll go ahead and give them more of a chance. So they have used this token. It goes away now because they've rotated a card. It goes away. And so now they're going to be throwing a medium pass of 5. And this is going to be ace big. So we roll 1 die. As you can see, ace big needs us to roll 1 die. That roll is a 2. And so we'll come over to Minutemen and look at their goal line, and it is a 3-1. So they have a 1 value pass. So 5 on 1, no breakaway here. That's going to be a gain of 4. Let's see what the game day deck gives us. +1 for the perfect route. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 for the matchup, and then 1 more for the perfect route. But the drive stalls right there. So they're going to kick a field goal, and we see that they need anything 3 or higher to make that field goal from here. The card is a 7, which is higher than 3, which means they make the field goal. And so the Stallions are now up 17-0. And this is a good old-fashioned drubbing. So we'll go ahead and put this up here. So far, they've had lots of long drives. The Minutemen aren't quite getting their stuff ready. So we'll see how the Minutemen go. We'll do the kickoff first. Kickoff is a 3. So that will be 1, 2, 3. So the Minutemen are starting at midfield after that excellent return. And we'll go ahead and rotate this and see what they come out with. And they are in a special run. They're going to be running a draw play here. All right. So this is a slot form, which is a 2 die. We're going to roll 2 dice. The result is a 9. And so a 9 here is wide run of 2-2. So right now, 2 on 2, gain of nothing, and they don't have a drive bonus on the run. And intentional grounding is what happens. So even if they had thrown, it wouldn't be good. So they actually stall out again at midfield. Now we're going to look at the punt value of 8, which does not match the 9. So that punt is going to go 1, 2, 3. Touchback comes back out to the 15. And they have punted again. And so, wow. I really think this is going to turn the corner in the second half. So if the Minutemen defense can figure out how to stop Peyton Manning, I do think the Minutemen can get back into this. As soon as they get one of their cards, it's going to be pretty good. Okay, so now the Stallions have the ball here at the 15, and they're going to come out with the final drive in the first half with this. And they're going to run a draw play. So let's see. Do they want to rotate this? Is the 6 better than the 2? It probably is, even though they've got the drive bonus. The 6 probably is better than the 2. So we're going to let them do that. They're going to audible to the 6. And that is 3 dice that they're going to roll. Gun Ace Trips is 3 dice. So we'll take our 3 dice and roll. And that is an 11. So the Minutemen 11 is a zone. So it's 1, 5. So 6 on 5. Right now it's just a gain of 1, and there is no drive bonus. So let's see what happens here. And it's actually thrown away incomplete. So that ball is not complete anyway, and they're going to have to punt. 1, 2, 3. And so that is the end of their drive there, and that might be just enough to turn the corner. So it's still 17-0. And the Stallions have finished their drives for the first half. Now we're going to do the last drive for the Minutemen, starting at their own 35. And they're coming out with a run play, a dive. And so this will be a minimum gain of 1. We're going to roll the 1 die. It's a 5. Stallions are calling man-to-man. There is no breakaway relationship there. So it looks like they are going to earn 1. Again, no drive bonus and no help from the card, so they'll get 1, and once again, they stall out at midfield. So this is a situation where they could potentially go for it on 4th down just to try to get something. Unfortunately, when you go for it on 4th down, you don't have a chance to kick a field goal. So they would have to get 1, 2, 3 in order to guarantee the touchdown. Other than that, they're just going to punt. So I think they are going to go for it here on 4th down and try to get something out of this. So that means they're going to call one more play, which is slot form. And let's see what they come out with. And it's a cutback of 4. And so that's a finesse run. That is going to be a 2 dice because it is slot form. The roll is a 2. And 2 is goal line for Stallions. Wow. So they really anticipated that run. 4 on 4 will be a gain of nothing, and they have no drive bonus there. And so, and they lose too. So they actually would go backward, and that's going to end the half. turnover on downs. So they gave it a go. So as we can see, the drive summary here, it's 17-0, and we see that it's been a lot of failure for the Minutemen and a lot of success for the Stallions. All right. So now that we are beginning the third quarter, we are going to see that second half adjustments, the losing team always uses the better play. And so we'll go ahead and start with the Minutemen because they start with the ball in the second half. Oh, and we actually can just flip this over and pick. So they have a drive bonus on passes, so they really need to come out passing. So they're going to come out with this medium pass of 7. I think they're going to have good success with that. All right, and so that is 3 dice they're going to roll, and we need to actually do the kickoff first. Sorry. So let's do the kickoff, which is a -1. That's a touchback. It puts it at the 15. Most of the time, the plays are going to start at 15. And 3 dice, that is 11. So 11 for the Stallions defense is press. So that's going to be a pass value of 4 against a 7. So that'll be a gain of 3, no breakaway here. And they get the drive bonus of 1. So we're going to apply that first. And now they have a gain of 3 pending the game day. And that is a QB sack. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to use this challenge flag right now because we can use it in the second half. And we can ignore this because they really need to get something going. So 1, 2, 3. And now we're in a position where they could take a field goal or they could go for it on 4th down. And, you know, they don't have any points. They need 3 scores. I kind of think they should just take the field goal because that 6 in the bottom corner means they'll make it. So they are going to take the field goal, and that will allow them to at least get on the board. And so it's now 17-3. But I think that does bode well because they're going to be able to start making a difference here now that they can pick their play. Kickoff is a 0, so the ball will start right here at the 15 for the Stallions, who come out with ace doubles. Now, the Stallions have used up all of their mojo. They don't have any more Omaha tokens left. They're really just working off of their deck, and right now they've got this stretch outside run of 3. And they do have a drive bonus when they run, so this is actually pretty good for them. All right, let's roll 2 dice because this is ace doubles. That result is a 6, and so 6 is wide run, so the Minutemen have blown up. This is a defensive breakaway, so guarantee won't go anywhere. And at this point, it's going to be the -1 in the upper corner, which backs them up to here. And now they have to punt. All punts are 3, 1, 2, 3, and that means the Minutemen will start with excellent field position. And that is the beginning of something good for the Minutemen. So let's see. They're going to come out in shotgun from the 50. And this is going to be pretty... Oh, wait. And we get to choose. So it's either a long pass or a short pass of 5. Well, you know, honestly, because they only have 1, 2, 3 to go, I kind of think that might be the way to go because they have a value of 5 on their short pass. They get a minimum gain. This is low accuracy, and I'm honestly not sure that low accuracy is the best choice for them because 50% of the time they're going to throw it in completion. So we're going to go with a short pass here, knowing full well that we can always just press our luck on 4th down if we need to. So let's give them the higher percentage play. All right, and so this is still going to be 3 dice. We're going to roll 3 dice. That is a 9, and so 9 is wide run, nickel wide run. So 5 against the pass value of 2 is going to be a gain of 3. 1, 2, 3. That is enough for the touchdown. Let's see if the deck does anything. Run to daylight has no impact, so that short pass gets to Randy Moss, and he breaks it out and gets the touchdown. Good job. The long pass would have been complete anyway. It was a green text card, so either one of those would have worked for us. But, you know, this is a higher percentage play. All right, and so that is a touchdown, and we look at the bottom right corner. It's an 8, and so the extra point is good. And so we're going to grab a touchdown token and put that here. And just like that, we are now at 10. There we go. And so we are now 17-10, and the Minutemen are coming back into it. The good news here is now that the Minutemen have scored a touchdown, they will get their game day adjustments. So anytime they score a touchdown, they're going to draw and keep a game day card. So this is their card. So they now have a +2 on a pass, and because they are still losing, they can do their second half adjustments and pick the better play, and they have a drive bonus. You better believe we're going to be throwing on this next possession. Okay, so now we're going to do the kickoff Kickoff is a 2. And so that will be returned out to the 35. Excellent field position for the Stallions, who are coming out with ace doubles with the last drive in the third quarter. And they're going to run. This is an inside run, so a minimum gain of 1. Plus, they've got their drive bonus. They're actually in pretty decent shape here. They can get some help from the game day deck. They might actually be able to get a field goal out of this. So we're going to roll. Ace doubles is 2 dice. The result is a 6. A 6 here is wide run. That has no impact on an inside run. So it's 2 against 2. Right now, they're relying on this minimum gain of 1. So it's going to be a gain of 1 for the drive bonus. And now we have a base gain of 1 and no help from the game day deck. So they do gain 1. And then we look to see they need a 7 to make this field goal. And they miss the field goal. They kick a 6. And so their idiot kicker misses the field goal. And so we'll put this missed field goal here, and it remains 17-10. So a game that the Stallions had firmly in control is now somewhat in doubt because Brady has found his rhythm and the Minutemen defense is playing better football. Okay, so now this is where the ball is going to begin. The missed field goal leaves the ball at the 35. It's now the Minutemen going at the opposite end zone. And let's see what they're going to call. Yeah, let's do that. So this will be a 7 medium pass. Because either screen or medium pass, this one's a higher value. They're both not low accuracy, so we'll take the one with more juice, as it were. And we know exactly what's going to happen here. They're going to look off the coverage for the big, so we just need to dodge a breakaway. So we're going to roll 3 dice, and that is a 6. 3, 4, 6, yeah. And 6 is press. Okay, so medium pass and press have no relationship, so it's just going to be 7 on 3. 7 on 3 will be a gain of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we could just draw from the game day, but we're going to play this. We're going to play it, and we're just going to make sure that they score, and they are in for the touchdown. The extra point is good. That's 7 in the bottom corner, and we're all tied up at 17. And the beauty here is they get to pull another game day card. So let's update the drive summary to make sure that this is correct. There we go, and we're now tied at 17 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. And let's see what their game day card is. Oh, it's an incomplete pass on defense. So in the fourth quarter, they can actually use the corner values. So in that case, they might want to use this for the field goal. If they get in position and they have a missed field goal, they could play this card and actually make a field goal from the 35 or closer. So they've got kind of a field goal in their back pocket is really what that is all about. And so now we've got a very interesting opportunity here. 17 all. They're going to go ahead and do a kickoff. And that's a 2. So the Stallions 1, 2, return out to the 35. And this is a tale of 2 halves. Can the Stallions put something together and make this a game again? Ace big. And they're going to go halfback counter, which is a finesse run. And plus they have the drive bonus of 1. So this is an excellent call for them. We're going to roll 1 die, and that is a goal line, 2, goal line. So it's a 4 on 3. Right now it's a gain of 1. So here's what we're going to do. They're going to use their drive bonus of 1, and then 4 on 3 is a gain of 1. And so if this play were, if this card had a lower value, they actually could have played this instead. But instead we're going to be doing this. And there you go. It's a 4. So they missed the field goal again. So they missed the field goal again. And down here, this has to absolutely be killing Peyton Manning. But they have 2 missed field goals. They could be up 23-17 right now. But an excellent drive that really ends in nothing. And so now it is going to be the Minutemen ball right here at the 35. They can't use this very much, so we'll see. And by the way, because both teams are tied, only the losing team uses the better play. So because the Minutemen are no longer losing, they're going to randomize their play call. And this is what they're going to do, and they're going to go with a short pass, so that's going to work well for them. Minimum gain of 1 probably in effect, and they have their drive bonus, and they're starting from the 35. So they might be able to get in range to kick a field goal. So let's see. It's going to be 2 dice because this is slot forward. It's a 7. And so 7 is a blitz. So the Stallions blitz a short pass, and that is going to create an offense breakaway. This is going to be an automatic touchdown. And so there you go. That's a touchdown. We're going to flip this just to see what would have happened, and that is the extra point, which is good. So with their final drive, they go ahead and put a touchdown on the board and make it 24. So right now the Minutemen are up 24-17 after scoring 24 unanswered points. This is crazy. So that's going to go up here. Of course, now the Stallions are going to be able to choose which card they're going to use. But in this case, the Minutemen are going to trade this card in and get a different card. And they're definitely going to hang on to that fumble. So if the Stallions run, the Minutemen are going to force a fumble. And that's kind of how that's going to work. So in this case, the Stallions, let's hope they have a pass that justifies them not running. Let's do the kickoff first. And that is going to be a 1. So they're going to take it out to the 15. And let's see, they have a screen of 5. Or a sweep of 3. Well, because we know that there's a fumble here, we're going to have to do the screen of 5. It's better anyway, even with the guaranteed 1. The 5 is going to be better than the 3. So this, in this instance, we'll have to see what the Minutemen do. So they're going to roll 3 dice. It's gun ace trips on this final drive, and that's going to be 6, 9, 11. And so 11 is zone, and that is a defensive breakaway. They're going to play this just to create the -2. And so now, with the final play, the Stallions are going to go for it on 4th down, even though they are a long way away. They have literally no other choice. And so they're going to flip this over and try to do a play action pass. And so we'll see if they can kind of catch them looking. It's unlikely, but it's ace big. So we're rolling only 1 die, and it's a 1. And the Minutemen go press. The play action pass does not blow up press. It's 5 on 2 right now. It's a gain of 3. They really need some help from the game day deck. They don't get it. So 1, 2, 3, and they come up short here at midfield. And that is the end of this game. It is going to be 24-17, where the Minutemen lead an absolutely stunning comeback on the Stallions, who really looked like they were completely in control of this game. But Brady and company pulled it out, and that's how you play Red Zone.